Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess if you guys are new here. Today I thought that we would have a little bit of like a reset vlog type video together. Last weekend I went off to San Luis Obispo, as you guys likely saw from my last video, which if you guys have not checked out, I will have it linked up. I never remember which side, but I'll have it linked. But on the way back from San Luis Obispo, I did get sick. So with that being said, I have a few things that I want to reset now that I'm feeling a little bit better. My voice is still a little scratchy, but I'm feeling better. And now that we're back from our trip. So I have a little list here. I'm gonna read off everything that I want to get to, and I figure for the next few days, we'll just spend some time together, hang out together, and reset. So if you guys are looking for some motivation to reset your house or just like, I don't know, do some busy work, maybe this is the time to do it. So I'm gonna go through the list and we'll just start getting to it basically. First and foremost, I want to put my laundry away. This is just like a bad habit of mine, but I will do my laundry, I just won't put it away. So it's been sitting in the dryer for a couple of days, so I want to do that. I also want to vacuum and sweep all of the rooms just because I feel like that really helps me feel really reset. Maybe if we get crazy, we'll mop the kitchen, but we shall see. But definitely vacuum and sweep. I also want to put away my suitcase. I have a few odds and ends still in the suitcase, so I need to obviously remove all of those things and then want to actually put the suitcase away. It usually belongs in the garage, so I need to go like put it in there. With that, I also want to put away, we have a few Christmas things, like I think mostly wrapping paper that we just never put away because we still needed it, so we'll put that away as well. And then there's like an area which is like basically on top of our dryer, and for some reason it's just like a perfect place. It's like our catch-all place for like those weird things that just don't belong anywhere, and I really want to clean that too. I want to clean my bathroom. I feel like I've worked really hard over the last few months to just like make it exactly the way that I wanted it, which sounds so silly because it's a bathroom, but I really like it. So I want to clean it up. I want to like scrub the tub, scrub the sink, all of that kind of stuff, especially because we're gonna have some friends over next week too. So I just want to make sure that it looks nice and clean. There's also like a bedside table that I have, as well as like I don't even really know, it's like another little shelf thing, and I want to make sure those are all cleaned too. So we'll get to that. And then last but not least, I reset this whole desk area and I swapped out a chair with one that we had in the garage, but because I wasn't sure how I was gonna like it, I left the other chair in the bedroom, and I do like it. So I want to swap that chair back out and like send that to the garage basically, and then keep this one in here. That's all the stuff that I want to get to today. It's Friday night. You can tell it's already dark out, but I thought we would start with just like doing the laundry and like putting it away, because I think that'll just like make me feel so much more productive. And then that will just be like the one thing that I'll tell myself I'm gonna do tonight. If we get to anything else, then great. I think the last thing that I'm gonna put on the list is the like sweeping and mopping, because I think that's just gonna be when you're done resetting everything and you can like sweep and mop, I keep saying that, vacuum and sweep. I just feel like it feels really, really good. So let's get to the laundry. I just want to do it before I convince myself not to, like I do pretty much every single week. And then after that, I will reward myself by being able to read. I don't know why I always put this off, but I really don't need to. I only have the one IKEA bag. Sometimes I'll have like 4 of these. I know it sounds so crazy, but that's just because I like put it off for so long. But I've learned over time that I feel like each bag roughly takes me 10 minutes. So like if I have 4 bags worth, I'm gonna be doing 40 minutes of laundry. But if I only have the one, then it's only gonna take me 10 minutes. And so that's really actually not that big of a deal. And I just need to do it sometimes. So we're gonna just get it done, and I'm gonna reward myself tonight with no more chores and reading my book. And I really want to finish my book. Just while I'm doing this, I'll quickly tell you guys, since I know a lot of us are readers here, I have been reading Vow of Thieves, which is the second in the like Dance of Thieves duology. I just like immediately had to pick it up and read it because I couldn't just be left not knowing what was going to happen next. I feel like I also wanted to pick it up immediately after, even though it was not on my TBR for this month, because I felt like the first book was like kind of hard to get into. And so then when I was thinking about trying to remember all of the character names, I was like, no, I need to read it now, because if I don't read it now, I'll forget everything. So that's exactly what I did. And I'm glad that I did, because I truly would have been so confused, I think. But it did go into more like political stuff, which I'm really happy about, because that is exactly what I wanted out of Dance of Thieves. And now that I have it in Vow of Thieves, I feel like it's like a really, really good series. And it makes me want to go back and read the original trilogy that came before for the series, I guess. Anyway, that's what I want to finish. I have, I think, 3 hours left of the book. I was trying to read a little bit today on my lunch break at work, but I didn't get that much reading done. So I think it'll be really fun to, again, reward myself and just like, especially now that I'm feeling better. I don't know about you guys, but every time I'm sick, I can't read. Like I don't know, zone out. So it's not that fun. While I'm doing the laundry, I just have a few like small items in that IKEA bag. I'm going to quickly take the stuff out of the suitcase because I just have a few last minute things. Let's see, things that I just like didn't use. I ended up putting everything that was clean in one packing cube. So I'm going to take this out too so I could just be done with it. I'll put all the packing cubes together and I think that's going to satisfy some of the getting the things out of the suitcase as well, which will be really nice. Now I'm just putting these things in this little cubby here. I knew that this was gonna happen. Now that I've done that, I feel very motivated. So I think what we're gonna do, I'm gonna put away these shoes. I'm not gonna put away the suitcase yet just because despite the fact that I'm 30 years old, I am still scared of the dark and I need to go outside to go into the garage. It's just not gonna happen. So I'm gonna save that for tomorrow, but it is ready. So I'm gonna go put my shoes away in the closet. I'm gonna put all of these jackets away and then I also have these bags that also go in the closet. So those are all the things that go there. And then I had to pile a few things onto my desk just because they were like electronic things that were in the suitcase. So I put that on my desk. I'm gonna like clear all that stuff off in a second. And then let's quickly tackle that area. I've been wanting to tackle this area for so long and I just haven't done it. So let's do it today and then we'll relax. Desk is clean now. The cable management underneath is bad, but just ignore that. The desk itself, clean. We're happy with this. This little section here, I need to like tear off the logo from there and put it in my notebook. So that's why that's there, but that's all good. This section here is now all good. This is stuff that I need to donate. This is gonna go into the garage. That just has a bunch of, see, this is the kind of stuff, like why did I not pick this up before? Come on, Jessica. Please tell me you guys do that kind of thing too. Okay, and now I wanna tackle this section. So typically we use this basket for when we go to bed, we like take off some of these pillows and just put them in there, as well as like this blanket. Ignore Peas Ball because I don't like them on the floor. That just weirds me out. This needs to go in the closet. But I've just had like a lot of random odds and ends here. And then because this lamp just like sits here, I feel like I have a lot less space. So I kind of want to like figure something out here and here. I don't know, like something here. So I'm gonna kind of play around with this and then see what we can do to make this actually make sense. Okay, I just quickly vacuumed this like corner area because I was trying to see if maybe I can move this over to that section without this light, like where it is. Like this area feels so dark to me. Like if this is over here even, I don't know why that feels dark. It's not actually though. I think it's just because I'm used to it. You know what? Let's just try it. I'm gonna try it out. If I hate it, we can move it somewhere else. I cannot wait for the day when we don't have air conditioning units and when we have central air. It's going to be truly the best day ever. Okay, so now I have to figure out, I want to clean this little section off, like wipe it down. And then I have all of these like things that I need to like put places. Actually so excited about this section. So again, I feel like the lamp, I'm just not used to it being in this section, but we're gonna test it out, see how we like it. If we hate it, we can always move it back. But I basically just scooched this over, which now I'm like, well, there's a lot of space there, but whatever. We'll figure that out later. Maybe I can just move that. That was living in my office actually, but I could probably just like have it be here and then it's closer. It's a little like stand. I moved it just now to right there. I think that maybe adds a little bit so that it doesn't look so like weirdly bare. But because I was able to move this, I feel like that opened up so much space here. So now I have all of the necessities. I have my remote, chapstick, lotion, and my clickers. And then this is a pop socket that I can always add to my phone, or not my phone, my Kindle, because it's MagSafe. And then this is like a little stand, and sometimes I will use it for my Kindle, which is why it's here, because I have this Kindle stand, which I'm obsessed with, like actually obsessed with, but sometimes I don't want to sleep on this side of the bed, and so before Ryan goes to bed I'll swap to this side. That's when I'll use that Kindle stand. So I think with all that being said, I feel like we accomplished quite a bit tonight, so I'm gonna pause. Oh, I also moved the Kindle stand. I don't know if you guys noticed that. It's here still, but I moved where it was attached so that I had more space at the top of this like bedside table. These are just like crates from, I think I got them at Michael's maybe, and then I also bought a stain from Michael's, and so I actually stained them myself. They look black on camera, but they're like a very dark brown, and you can still see a lot of like wood tones in them in person. But yeah, so that's what those are. So anyway, long story short, I think I'm gonna be done for tonight. So I'm gonna go grab my Kindle and just chill, I think, for a little bit and read. And then tomorrow I will circle back and we'll do some more chore type things. I don't know what else we'll get up to tomorrow, but we'll certainly do some more items on the checklist so that we can just feel a lot more reset this weekend. Like 8 o'clock right now, but it says it's 52 degrees or 55 degrees, but the high today is 72. It's so beautiful out today. I'm about to take P on his walk, and then I think I'm gonna have some coffee and like read for a little bit, you know, just kind of like hang out before we get started with some of our chores. I did get dressed in like a workout outfit. I don't know the last time I wore a short sleeve outside because I've been cold. So anyway, while we do have fewer things on the list, I also added things to the list. So now we actually have the same exact amount, but the two things are not actually that big of a deal. So I put to pick up the random things around the house. So for example, I have like my tool bag that's been sitting in the kitchen because it was raining and I needed to put it in the garage and I just haven't gotten to it. So that needs to get moved. And then I have like another bag of things that were in my car that I just like realized had been like accumulating over time. So I put them in a bag, like a grocery bag. Haven't done anything with it. So those kinds of things, I'm sure there's more than just those two items need to be picked up. So that was added to the list. And then the second thing was to do like the towel laundry. So just like gather up all of the towels around the house, run a load. That one's gonna be super easy. So I'm gonna go take P on his walk right now. Also, the orange tree is thriving. Hi, baby. We're gonna go on our walk and then we're gonna read for a little bit and kind of go from there. Okay, we're back from the walk. I'm trying to like protect my face because it is sunny. I actually checked my like weather app because I was like, is it just gonna be this sunny for like we're never having rain again, which would be crazy because I feel like April and May we tend to get a lot of rain. Like all of our seasons are just skewed where everyone else is like freezing in like February. We're just like at 80 degrees and then in like May we'll get a ton of rain. I wanted to update you guys. Before I do though, I wanted to mention I got a new camera and I'm not sure how I'm feeling about it, so I want your guys' opinions because obviously you guys are the ones who are watching this. I feel like the audio is a lot better and this one actually takes an external mic, so I can always upgrade the mic, whereas my last camera, that was like one thing that I just knew I wanted to upgrade, but I don't know if the video quality is as good. It is like more wide angle, which I do like, but is it like as good? Is it as crisp? Are the colors as good? Like I know I can do color grading, but I'm curious. I want your guys' opinions, or if you didn't notice anything at all, that's okay too. I just want to know like honest opinions because I'm still debating on whether or not I like this camera. So update from last night, I was starting to read Vow of Thieves as like my like gift to myself, or not gift to myself, what do you call that? Like a reward to myself. When I'm sick, I will like probably like 75% of the time I will get bronchitis. So right now the cold that I have is like dropping into my chest. So at night I get a lot of chest pain. And so I was just like not able to breathe very well. This is just like symptoms of my asthma, and this is like very normal. My doctor knows about this, but because of that, I just like, I don't know, I couldn't think straight because I couldn't breathe well. So I just decided to watch YouTube videos instead. So did that. So now I have about 2 hours left and a lot of things wrapped up in this book, but there's like one more thing that needs to be wrapped up. And I'm like, how is that gonna happen? How do we need 2 hours worth of reading to do all of that? That's like on average for me, like 80 or so pages. Like why? I don't know. I need to find a stick. So anyway, I'm just curious to see what we uncover in this next 2 hours. And I'm really liking this book, but I am excited to move on to something new because I feel like between the two books, I feel like I've been reading this series for a while, which is kind of how I felt with like Throne of Glass too. So anyway, those are the updates. I'm gonna go read for a little bit and then we'll get to some of our tours. Okay, it's 10 o'clock now. Oh, the leaves are just here. Ryan and I are actually gonna go head out to just like go on a little bit of a walk. He's starting to feel sick. I'm getting over being sick. So we thought that it would be nice to just like get out and walk around, but he's like just getting ready and stuff. So I figured now would be a really good time to pick up all of this stuff. So this is what I mean by like this area. This is the washer, that's the dryer. This just gets like filled with things that like we just don't know where they belong. I don't know why that is. Like this is just like as we're walking to like the office or whatever, sometimes we'll come through the back door, which is right here. And so then things just get left here. So I'm gonna quickly pick some of these things up. I actually like need to figure out where some of these things go because they just like don't have homes. So we're gonna do that right now. And then we're gonna go, and I think Ryan and I are gonna just walk, and then we might stop by like Target, but we're just gonna kind of adventure so that we can come home and relax for the rest of the day. All right, I feel like this looks so much better. This is now where everything's gone. I put most of the stuff, like I realized that we have this basket that has just like sports things, I guess. This whole area could probably have a redo. Or if I just put like a pole right there and then like had a drape, that would probably look a lot nicer. But anyway, that specific basket has like all of our like badminton rackets and just like random stuff, and so that's where I put the towel that if like P comes in and he's wet or you know it was raining, I will wipe his paws with it, or like that blanket I use for just like sitting outside. They're not things that on like a day-to-day I need, and then if I know it's gonna rain, I can just pull out the thing that I wipe P's paws with and keep it here. The one thing that I just don't know what to do with is this box. It sounds so silly. For my birthday, my mom got me this. It's like there was a cake in here and you like open this up like really fast and there's all these little butterflies and they come twisted and so they like fly because it's like a rubber band. It's so cool, but at the same time I have no use for it, and so it's one of those things that's just been lingering, and I need to like, I don't know why I have this thing with specifically my mom, where like if she likes something or I don't know, she bought me something, I cannot throw it away. Like I can't get rid of it. So anyway, I need to like get permission from her basically, because without that, I just like physically cannot do it in my mind. Mentally, physically, whatever. I can't do it. So that's the last thing there. I'll text her about that. But otherwise, this area is clean and now we can go off and adventure. Okay, we just got back. I don't know if you guys can hear the dryer, so I apologize if you can, but we just went to this place, like a downtown type area, and it was so cute. So we did that, and then we went over to a camera shop just because I wanted to take a peek at some other cameras, but you couldn't like touch anything. So it was fun, but you know. And then we stopped by Lucky Boy and I got a breakfast burrito. I had been wanting breakfast and I didn't really feel like making my own. Pretty much everything at Lucky Boy is so good. Look at how big this burrito is. Like it's the size of my head. So I'm gonna eat this. I'm actually just running the dryer and then the towel laundry will be done, which is really nice. And we also ran the dishwasher while we were out, so we can put those dishes away too. Okay, I'm feeling motivated now. I just had lunch and I want to continue to clean up the house a little bit. I don't know how like loud the dryer is with this camera, so I'm just coming over here because my other one, it's very loud. So, okay, this is the bag that I was talking about, by the way, that just like has stuff in it. So I think like let's start by figuring out what's even in here. A lot of spare masks. You can tell that these were in my car. God, this mask in particular. Okay, I had forgotten, like, I think this one and this one were my go-to masks during COVID, and I had forgotten my mask and I had to go to work, and you weren't allowed to like get into the building without wearing a mask, and so I had to place a pickup order for Target, and I ended up getting this one. But because I wasn't there, I don't know if you can really tell the difference. This is a kid's one, and so it was like, it actually fits me perfectly, but this one makes me think of that office. I hated that workplace. Like, it was so bad. It was so toxic. Maybe one day I'll talk about it, but that was like probably the worst job I've ever had in my entire life. Anyway, this gives me flashbacks. Honestly, I think I just need to toss these because they're also like stained from my makeup, so I don't know why I actually am holding on to them. Napkins. Make a little trash pile. It's also so sad because I have so many of like these types of things. It's all scuffed up, but all of these, like, I have aquarium passes and also zoo passes, but they all expired in 2020. I had gotten them like at the end of 2019, and Ryan and I were like, oh, we're gonna have like a San Diego trip, and everything was closed. This breaks my heart a little bit. This might be something that I put in my notebook. I think this is gonna be donate pile, trash pile. This actually might be nice to have in the house. Like, in the house? In the car. That's like, okay, I'm gonna toss this stuff and then put the rest of this away. Okay, so now I'm just looking for things that have like existed in places and don't need to be there, and I'm making a little pile of all of this stuff that can be taken to the garage. So that's like the garage pile. This is the kind of thing that I mean, that like this is literally, these I have had here since I don't know how long. My birthday, actually. So that will go. My earrings. Okay, that's a little bit better. This is actually technically a Christmas tree that we've been trying to put away since, not this last Christmas, but the Christmas before. So that looks a little better. Oh, I forgot about the chair. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go put those things in the garage, and then I'm gonna make a space for the spare chair. And then that way I'll be able to just like pop in there and do it. I don't know if I'm actually gonna be able to do it right now. I'm thinking about it a second time because I think I need to like actually lift. I don't know. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna check like sizing and things. We have basically a side door to get into the garage, and then we also have like the main garage door that like opens big. But we split the garage with my landlord, so only half of the garage is ours, and then on top of it, it's like kind of crowded. Like, I don't really know how else to explain it, but there's like an oven and like other random things in there, so it's not the easiest to like maneuver something like a chair. So I don't know if it's actually going to be easier to go through the front or the side. So I'm going to kind of like put those other things away, and then while I'm there, I'm going to just like assess to see if I could do that now, or I might end up needing Ryan's help so that he can help me maneuver while I'm like carrying something kind of bulky. But already this area feels so much better, honestly, so that makes me really happy. So let's go put that stuff away, because that's been like, look at all this stuff that just like been taking space in the house. Like, this just doesn't need to be here. Okay, that felt so good to get that out of the way. So the last thing I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna take out the stuff that's in this bag. This was just like from when we went to San Luis Obispo. This was all of P's stuff. So I'm just gonna put it where it needs to go. And then once that's all done, then I'm gonna relax. But I also was in the garage and I found my box of books, which I was just like every now and then there are books that I've had for a really long time and I just have in my garage instead of my shelves because I don't have a lot of shelf space, and they're books that I've either already read or I'm just like not picking up. So anyway, I was telling Ryan that I wanted to pick up On Writing, which is Stephen King's memoir, and I've heard that a lot of people come to this book for just like understanding his creative process, basically. Again, from what I understand, I have over the last few years come to really like Stephen King, as you guys probably know. And I even told Ryan, like, yeah, my sister gave me a copy or like lent me a copy years ago and I have just no idea where it went. I found it. So it's definitely beaten up, has her name in it and everything, but she didn't get very far. She got 50 pages in and then she was like, you're welcome to take a peek at it. And I think I got like a few pages in, but at the time I had only read like 1 or 2 novels by him maybe. And I just don't think I was as connected to reading something by him. So I'm actually very excited because I was just about to buy this. I'm actually very excited to read this. So I'm gonna put this over on my desk and then I think I'm going to relax, read. I want to finish my book finally because today's the day. We're finishing it today. No excuses. And I think that's kind of all I have planned for right now. Good morning, you guys. Today's Sunday, and let me close this door. I'm getting ready right now to go off to run with some friends. We always do a Sunday run, as you guys probably already know. And then when I'm back, we have a few final items to tackle in terms of the list. Ryan was so nice yesterday and just out of nowhere cleaned my, the mirror in my bathroom as well as my sink, or just the faucet, but he made it really shiny. So that's really nice because that gives me two things that I don't have to do when I clean the bathroom. And then I think the only other things I have to do, if memory serves, are I need to put away one of the chairs, and then I also need to sweep and vacuum and all of that, which Ryan was also kind enough yesterday to go around, and because P has so much hair, there's just hairballs sometimes. He vacuumed some spots up and stuff like that, which was really nice. Anyway, I'm gonna do all of that when I get back from my run. So I think my goal is gonna be to go on my run, shower, get ready, and then clean, and then that way we'll be able to just relax for the rest of the day. Yesterday, I ended up playing a bunch of video games with Ryan, which was so fun, but I didn't end up finishing my book, which I'm so frustrated with myself about because I can't remember when I checked in with you guys. I had said I had 2 hours, and then when I went to go read, I actually had 2.5 hours left. So I had roughly 100 or so pages, but now I have truly an hour, 30 minutes to an hour maybe left. I'm so close. The frustrating thing is that this final bit is just the loose ends being tied up. So I'm not even that excited to jump in, if that makes sense. But I will be finishing that today, because if I don't, then I'll be really disappointed with myself. So I'm going to just finish getting ready here, and then we're gonna head off, and then I'll check in with you guys when I'm back to cleaning and just, I don't know, making the house feel better. Picked some oranges because Ryan's feeling sick, and they have potassium. They're really good for when you're sick. Success. We did our run. We did 7 miles today, so I'm going to go take a quick shower, and my hair's all crazy because I had it braided, but I'm gonna go take a quick shower, and then I'm gonna relax for a little bit, and then we will get to our final chores of the day. It'll be nice to be done with them, and we only have a few, so yeah, I'm actually feeling pretty good about getting all the chores done by later today. Okay, I think I'm gonna do the last few things that I needed to do. So let me just consult the list. So last things I have to do are vacuum/sweep, clean the bathroom, and put away the extra chair. So I'm gonna go put away the extra chair, and then I'm gonna clean the bathroom. And then Ryan and I are supposed to go to Trader Joe's. So I don't know if I'm gonna sweep and vacuum before Trader Joe's or after Trader Joe's, but either way, it's gonna get done. Let's go do those two first items, and then based off of how we're feeling, we will do the rest. I don't know, we'll see. We're gonna kind of wing it. I feel once I start doing chores, I'm I could do the rest. So we're gonna wing it a little bit. These are the two chairs that we have in here. This is for Goodwill. For the longest time we had this one. This is the one that I was using as sort of a desk chair. So this is the one that we're gonna leave out just to kind of change things up. Also because this section has a lot of green, and I don't know, I just think it would be kind of nice to have the green. That's what Ryan thinks too. So I'm gonna move that one into the garage really fast. And then once that's in the garage, we can go clean the bathroom. That one definitely looks a little bit bare there, but you know what? I think it's gonna be fine. Okay, we're in the bathroom now. We're gonna clean in here. My top cleaning products are Comet with a scrubby brush, as well as a little, where'd it go? Little toothbrush to get some fine areas. So I use that for the sink as well as the bathtub. And that's just so I can kind of bleach everything. And then for other spots, I'm gonna go in with, this is just a Clorox solution. We get a huge solution that you're supposed to dilute. It's a concentrated solution. And then this little bottle we just got from the Target dollar section. And so yeah, it works great. It's for surface cleaning. So I'm gonna spray everything down with that once I'm done. But first and foremost, I wanna bleach everything. Let's get to it. I am not going to lie, that kind of took it out of me. I had to fully scrub everything. Like the tub really needed some scrubbing, but I'm glad that that's done. And now that I'm just like here doing all of the chores, as suspected, I am going to quickly sweep and mop everything. I keep saying sweep and mop, sweep and vacuum. I'm not gonna like scrape the rug because we do that sometimes. Not doing that today, but otherwise I am going to sweep everything up. But the bathroom looks so much nicer. I mean, I don't know if you guys can really tell, but just like everything feels so clean in here. This is my pajamas, ignore that, but everything else is great. So let's sweep and vacuum and finish the rest of the stuff that we need to do. Okay, I just finished with sweeping, mopping, and vacuuming. I actually did end up mopping the kitchen, which felt so satisfying to do. And now everything is done. And it's 5:50, so I can just enjoy the rest of the evening. I feel really set up for the week to come too, which is such a good feeling. So I'm very, very excited about that. We ended up doing every single thing on the list, which feels so satisfying that all of these things are checked off. So I'm very, very happy. Let me just quickly show you guys everything that I cleaned. I am running one more wash load because the mop things were just kind of gross after mopping. We have the living room nice and picked up, which again feels so nice. These things are just stuff that I'm relaxing with tonight, and P is obviously here. And then in here we mopped. Everything is pretty picked up. Obviously the dishes are like finished, but otherwise everything is like cleared off the tables, which just, I don't know, feels so good. We just have Ryan's laundry here, but otherwise this area is clean as well, which is a really good feeling. And then we also have this whole section that's so nice and clean, which is a good feeling. That stuff is also for donation, but everything else I feel like is nice and clean. So it feels really, really nice to just be done with it. I feel so satisfied now that all of that is done, and I'm really looking forward to just like enjoying the house now. So I think I'm gonna go do exactly that. So thank you guys so much for being here and just spending a weekend with me. I feel like I get a lot of motivation when I do these types of videos with you guys, and hopefully this was a motivator for you guys too. If you needed to, again, like clean something or like, I don't know, do some sort of busy work. Hopefully you can use this so that we can keep each other motivated. With all that being said, that's all I have for you guys today. So thank you guys again for being here with me this weekend and just enjoying the weekend. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.